This is the news for Monday, July 26, 2021. It was not a very busy week when it came to self-publishing, but I got a couple little nuggets for you to kind of chew on for a little bit and a couple things that are super, super exciting. Let's go over to, first of all, for the friends over at PublishDrive. King of Gentetics is going to be running a little bit of a webinar, or registration is available automatically. I would recommend that if you want to get in on that webinar, I can drop this inside the chat, or you can just simply look up PublishDrive and just find out where that webinar is at. It's how to increase your book revenue with PublishDrive. Publishing wide means to sell in every store, country, and book format possible. That's how authors and publishers made 85% more sales in 2020 with PublishDrive despite the pandemic. In our free webinar, learn how PublishDrive helps you sell everywhere with just a few mouse clicks. Stores like Amazon and thousands more handle multiple royalty reports plus all other needs under one dashboard. Promote strategically and boost royalties with exclusive marketing perks and tools. Join them on August the 3rd at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 45 minutes. They've got it broken up to little things here. Kinga is absolutely a gem. I'm not the biggest fan of PublishDrive these days, and I'm not saying that in a slanderous way or any mean type way. Since they switched to the subscription model, it just doesn't jive as much for me. But the nice thing is, because of their subscription-based model, authors that are typically pulling anywhere from about $1,000 or more per month through any given book could probably consider going over to PublishDrive, because the thing is, if you're over, say, through KDP and sticking exclusive to there, you're going to get 70%. Whereas with, say, PublishDrive, and it distributes everywhere else, you're getting 100% of all the royalties from each one of those regions. So that's really, really nice. It's a little different from Drafted Digital, where you don't have to pay anything, but there's a revenue share. If you don't like sharing your revenue and you're willing to go ahead and make a little gamble on yourself, PublishDrive might be your avenue. Personally, it's not my thing, but it might be for you. So I don't want to just completely say, well, PublishDrive's terrible for everybody. No, they're a great company, and I see them just continually improving what they have. All right, speaking of improvements, I got a note from Kathleen Sweeney over at Book Brush. If you're not familiar with Book Brush, look, they're not paying me to say this at all. Go over to bookbrush.com, get yourself access right away, and further reason for you to go ahead and get yourself access to Book Brush is they now have available Kindle Vella covers. Yes, you can create some Kindle Vella colors and any kind of marketing and promotion assets that you need to. So yes, Kathleen reached out to me, and also actually not even a few weeks ago, they did an updated version of their book trailer feature that they have available on their top tier plan. That thing is really, really cool, what they had in place, but it was overwhelming a lot of people. There was a lot involved, and if you're not used to editing videos, it was like that. And so they said, let's put together something that's going to be easy for anybody to use. It has a template set up and you can just plug and play. So go take a look at Book Brush for not only their one feature of getting Kindle Vella covers, but you now have book trailers, an easy way to make those. I cannot say enough nice things about Book Brush. Yes, they've given me access and keys to the kingdom in exchange for me sharing some of this, but to be honest with you, I get a lot of offers to promote someone's things, and 9 times out of 10, I don't, because it just doesn't work for me, or I just don't feel that well about it. Book Brush is one of the ones I feel very strongly about. Get Book Brush. It's like Canva, but on steroids for authors. It's that stinking good. You will thank me later on. At least get yourself a free account set up, because that part is at least nice. All right, next item in the news here, IngramSpark. I need to make sure I'm staying on task here. Sent out an email this past week from the director, who is Paige Allen. As some of you may or may not be aware of, the former and first and also the founder of IngramSpark, Robin Cutler, more recently stepped down. It was actually this last November, and Robin's enjoying retired life away from IngramSpark, so Paige Allen was the one who picked up the reins and is continuing to direct IngramSpark. Now, let's go back on over here to the screen share. What happened with IngramSpark last year, or excuse me, yes, it was last year early on. You might remember that there was some changes that rolled out, significantly impacted if you were publishing low content or no content books. Essentially, they won't allow for certain low content books to be published on their platforms, especially if it's entirely blank. Thankfully, Robin came on and clarified her stance and their situation. Over on my main channel, you can find the interview. It's quite fascinating. But to say the least, what ended up happening is Paige, the new director, pretty much circled back around and reiterated their change and their stance on what they're doing to have better quality content, or content that is in alignment with their company goals. So if for some reason you're looking to try to scam the system over on IngramSpark, you got another thing coming, because they are keeping things really, really tight. In fact, I've heard through whatever source here at this point, I can't recall off the top of my head, that essentially the IngramSpark codes are kind of hard to come by right now. It used to be you can find IngramSpark codes just about everywhere and it would work, but for some reason it's not working as well. If you happen to know the code, please drop it in there and help somebody out who is watching this and may need the IngramSpark code. But all that to say this, love me some IngramSpark. They've had some hassles and heartaches over the last year in the structure of their something that they did with their website. And so it acts a little wonky from time to time, but if you reach out to the support, they will help you out. All right, moving on in the news. We have Ally coming up to the forefront again. You guys know I'm a big fanboy of Ally, and also furthermore, a big fan of Dan Holloway. Dan Holloway actually put together a great news piece here. Not news piece, more of a little bit of an insight about going wide and how it's getting wider. And rather than just bloviating about this, I'll leave a link inside the chat. And if you want to, you can always just look up selfpublishingadvice.org. That will go over to the website, and you'll find Dan Holloway's piece, July 21st. Goes in depth and talks about going wide. I was just discussing this before we went into this news segment. So awesome. All right, so next up on the chopping block here, Book Award Pro. Yes, coming right back out here. I am telling you this, Book Award Pro, amazing service. I work with them to get my books some book awards, and I will tell you, they're the real deal. Absolutely the real deal. Let me just share with you a few things here. And by the way, this is not just a promotional piece. There's a reason for me sharing this. For my keywords book, which is this one here, I got 5 awards. For this one right here, promotional strategies for books, I got 4 awards. And then more recently, the reviews book got 5 awards. And this is all due in large part to working with Book Award Pro. Really happy to actually hear right across from the desk there from the Book Award Pro team that version 3 is getting ready to get launched. So they said, we are thrilled to announce a brand new version 3 of the Book Award Pro technology platform. We'll be launching soon. This brings many exciting new benefits, including you'll be able to see what's happening with your award matches in real time on your sleek new awards dashboard. It said ads. For Pro and Plus members, our targeting technology will now run continuously instead of once a month, which means you'll always be able to see your most promising award opportunities. You can easily edit your book profile, so you'll rest assured knowing your book is presented beautifully at awards, and lots more. So really, if you already have a membership to Book Award Pro, you don't have to do anything. They're just going to upgrade everybody accordingly with this version 3. You want to take a look at them, go to dalelinks.com/bookawardpro. Try them out. I think you will not be disappointed. I have their top tier plan, the Pro plan, and it is so worth the investment. Absolutely worth the investment. A lot of people, unfortunately, don't realize that some awards come with a lot of extra perks that come along with them. So I've gotten editorial reviews. I've gotten blog posts put up and such. This was all part of just the whole application process of Book Awards. Take a look at them. You will not regret it. Hey, it feels like every single week I'm sharing a coupon code for Lulu. So if you're publishing through Lulu right now, print books, there is a code for that. You can get 15% off if you get it before July 30th with purchase 15. That's purchase as in buy something and the number 15. So purchase 15, you'll get 15% off all your products, print products over there I really do like the quality when it comes to Lulu. Fantastic. You should try it out for yourself. And especially if you're looking at potentially publishing sometime very soon, give them a shot. Go order a print product version of yours and you won't be disappointed. And you have something you can kind of compare, especially if you're using, say, just KDP or IngramSpark. There is another alternative. And to me, I think Lulu does great quality content. Barnes & Noble is another great one. That's it for the news for today, July 26, 2021. Which piece of news did you find most noteworthy? I know it wasn't a very busy week. There were some things I could have tapped into, but I was like, really doesn't bring too much value beyond what I have already shared.